Hello there, social media land. Let me get everything going here. Let me do this. Okay, where am I? Where am I? Right there. Let's see where am I? Make sure my camera's angled right. Okay, that's part of it. That's what I have to do. I readjusted my cameras and now they're a little off, but I can handle that. Hang in there, social media land. I'm coming. I'm trying to do 218 dash 218548. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, that worked. Let me see how this is doing. Social media land, we'll get the show going in just a moment. Did you have any trouble getting in, Belinda? Belinda? Hello, Belinda?
I'm sorry, I had you on mute.
Oh.
I said no different than I did before.
Huh?
I said no different than I did before. I just dialed in.
Okay, I was wondering because I usually have a couple more people that aren't on yet. And I was wondering because this system, I mean, I'm talking about they just totally, I mean, nothing is the same as it was. Nothing. I mean, totally revamped. And did not tell us how to use this new system. And the lady that, like I said, that did it the other day, she didn't know how to teach it. Because she was researching it as she was teaching it. And every third word was And you know you can't speak and teach using Oh, how was your day today, dear? How was your day today, Belinda?
Oh, fine. I know where you still talking to me now. No, it was a good day.
Yeah, day was pretty. I mean, it was nice. I was out today. I ran into one of my buddies. We stood out there and talked for almost 2-3 hours today. At least now, whenever somebody talks or make a noise, it shows me who it is a lot quicker than the other one. But your name is not there, so I mean, I got to remember your number.
Why don't you write the number name on the side of a piece of paper?
Yeah, well, I got you now. I think I got you now. Because when you start speaking, it's going to just show you speaking. And I see I got Miss Gilmore on again. Hello, Miss Gilmore.
Hi, my name came up, huh?
No, it's just your number. I remembered your number.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
I am doing fine. And see, it doesn't give me a way to...
Did you have all that rain today?
It wasn't that much rain.
What was it?
Not where I was. What area are you in?
Outside.
Because I was over there off of Silver Hill Road, out there at the parking lot at Price Right today.
Oh, okay.
I was sitting out talking to one of my buddies who was sitting out there selling masks. And him and I got to talking and reminiscing from when we used to be in the street together. Out there hustling.
Oh, okay.
So.
He was selling masks in the back of his truck.
Yeah.
This car or something.
Yeah,
I saw him at John.
Well, yeah, what happened was somebody came over there, and then another guy came over there vending, and they started arguing. So they ran everybody off.
Oh, okay.
They ran everybody
Oh,
off.
okay.
So he moved over there to the Price Right parking lot. It was nice. I mean, we were just reminiscing, because like I say, him and I used to hustle out in the street. He'd be hustling one thing, I'd be hustling another. Over 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Miss Oida. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, I'm fantastic.
Fantastic, huh? And amazing.
And I see I have Miss Lee on the phone. See, I don't know how this thing is not showing like it's supposed to. It's not showing like it is supposed to.
Yeah, Barbara Robertson, 5429.
Okay. I wonder how to write your names in. That's what I want to learn how to do. Is put your names in there. Because see, it's on the old one, but ain't none of them showing up on a new one. Or Wheeler shows up.
Well, you might have to fill it in.
And I when the lady was trying to teach the class, I asked her the question and she didn't know how to answer it. So I'm gonna have to call the company. I'm gonna have to call the company. I'm gonna mute.
Well, do I get a hello or what?
You want me to give you the or what?
I get a hello or what?
I gave you the or what. Hello, how you doing?
Okay, I accept that.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to mute y'all out. Oh no, or mute your own phone, cause I don't know how this thing works. Oh, I see how to mute y'all out one at a time. I can't do it in group. Okay. Wait a minute. I gotta figure out. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta find where you are, Belinda. I gotta find where you are. Unmute star 6, Belinda. Star 6. Star 6, Belinda, so I can find you. Oh, SU 5312, right, Belinda? Okay, let me see how I do this. I don't know how to.
I wasn't muted at first. When you asked me to star 6, I wasn't muted. You want me to mute me?
No, don't mute you, huh? Don't mute you. No, don't mute you. I'm trying to figure out how to stick your name in there. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, we'll go ahead and start the show. I'm going to start the show, so. Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the talk show, The Road to Success. I'm Professor William Murray, your host, and I'm also the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, which is an institute for entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. It's here where millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and businesses are made. I don't care. I'm not even trying. I don't know how. I want to thank all of you for tuning in and giving us the opportunity to give you the knowledge and information that we feel is vital to your success in your building a better tomorrow. And as always, the God in me blesses and greets the God in you. We're going to have a nice little conversation and topic tonight, y'all. Like I said, I got a brand new board that I know how to work at all. I am totally lost with this board. Because the system, I mean, they changed it 100%. Nothing now is like it was. And I have no idea how to operate all of this because it's not even giving me your names anymore. So when you come on and speak, you're going to have to give your name so I'll know who's speaking, because normally I could look at the board and it would tell me. But now it's not telling me who you are. I have this evening, y'all, we're going to talk about, we'll have a Q&A session, and we're going to talk about anything stimulus. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is you want to know, talk about, or question dealing with the stimulus, we're going to talk about it this evening. I have my guest, Miss Belinda Fadlelmola. It is Thursday. She's my Thursday guest, and y'all know that. So how are we doing this evening, Miss Fadlelmola?
Belinda is doing well, thank you, sir. And I hope everybody out there in the listening audience is also doing very well today.
Well, I know I am. Everybody's muted, Belinda. The only one that's not muted is you and I. If anyone has anything they want to say, or question, or anything, you're going to have to either unmute your phone or *6. Because, like I said, if y'all can see this system, it is, this system is terrible. I don't know who put this together, but whoever it was definitely didn't know what they were doing. Because it is not that easy to work out and do. Hazel Hawkins. Hello, Hazel. Glad to see you out there on social media land. Wanda Johnson's. William, wake up. I'm woke now. I'm woke. And Hazel said, hello, Mr. Murray. So I'm glad to see y'all out on social media. Linda Nance. John Rhodes. So, Belinda, what we're going to do, if anyone has any questions or anything, y'all going to have to *6 because I can't control the board. So *6. Someone give me a mic check on *6. Somebody give me a mic check on *6 because I'm not even sure it's going to work. Mic check on *6.
Mic check.
Oh, okay. And you did, and y'all did *6, right? Okay. Any questions or anything? Somebody got anything they want to ask concerning the stimulus? And Belinda, since the last show, has anything new came about the stimulus, or what information have you been able to find out?
Yeah, we got some new stuff. I'm always able to find some new stuff.
Well, lay it on us, baby. Lay it on us.
Well, let's start out with mortgages. Anybody, whether you are an entrepreneur or not, because most of us that's on the call are entrepreneurs. One of the ways that you can start saving money that you can use toward your business is to request a forbearance with your servicer. What has been the concern for those who have conventional mortgages, those who are with Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, is what happens after my forbearance agreement is over? Will I be required to pay all that I haven't paid plus interest in a lump sum at one time? And now the Federal Housing Finance Agency, the one that handles Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, has come out with their a new program called the payment deferral. I've just put it on William's Facebook page. That means that this is one of the options. Now, everybody who got a forbearance agreement are in different financial situations. This particular one is for those who have suffered the most during the COVID-19 situation, lost wages, people who've had to deal with illnesses in the family, unfortunately, maybe even a death, and financial situations including businesses have been shut down. So mortgages were unable to be paid, and there was not enough income coming in into the household. So this is one of the options that is now being offered, that you can request at the end of your forbearance agreement, that a payment deferral will be considered. That means simply that you will not have to pay what is owed during the time. So if you had 6 months or 1 year that you did not pay your mortgage, that period of time or that amount of late payments or deferred payments will be placed at the end of your mortgage. So until you either sell your residence or at the very close to the very end of your mortgage, that's when it will be due, or it will be folded in. Now, I want to say that if anyone, because of the business that I'm in, I know many people are having difficulty with their servicers denying them forbearance agreements, and they should not. No one should be denied a forbearance agreement during this time. If you have requested a forbearance agreement with your servicer, whether you have a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, USDA, or an FHA mortgage, and you have been denied a forbearance agreement, please give me a call at 240-460-5312. I will be happy to speak with you to get you some assistance. It will not cost you not one penny. I will connect you with a HUD-approved housing counselor who will work with you, with your servicer, to ensure that you are get the opportunity to get a forbearance agreement if you're in need of one and you have been denied. Okay?
I have a question, Belinda.
Sure.
And my board went out, so I'm totally in the blind. My board went out. I don't know who's on what. What about someone who has their house financed through a credit union?
Now, refinance and forbearance agreement are two different things.
No, I'm just saying, no. Anyone who has their house financed through a credit union.
Credit unions are somewhat different.
I know.
I know. I'm glad you asked the question. Credit unions are not mandated through FHFA. They are mandated through their board of directors.
Right.
And so they don't always follow what the rest of the country is doing.
They aren't following it either.
So most of financial institutions have a COVID-19 situation in place for their borrowers. My recommendation is that you contact them as early as you can and find out what programs that they have available. Now, they probably will allow you to miss payments, but I don't know what they will do after that period of time that they will allow you deferred payments, what the requirements will be afterwards. But the earlier that you have your discussion with them, the better. I know a lot of people come to me and ask me about credit unions and getting your mortgage through them. And I said, well, when you have very good credit and you've been doing your business with your credit union, that's usually the first place you go to. But it's during this time when you have life-changing experiences that credit unions do not always are what I call friendly. They won't always offer you the same type of
programs,
friendly protocols and programs that FHA or conventional mortgages like Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, USDA or VA may offer you, because their board of directors are the ones that determine what they're going to do to assist their clients. And I've always told people that before you go to a credit union for a mortgage, you ask them, what would happen if I can't pay my mortgage? What will you guys do for me? So most people don't ask that question. That's a real serious question that you should ask up front, because they're not always as friendly as the rest of the country. They have their own set of programs available.
Okay.
But it still doesn't mean that if you're trying to get a forbearance agreement through your credit union and your credit union is saying no, I still recommend that you contact me at 240-460-5312, housing. You will be surprised how having someone speak on your behalf makes such a difference in a discussion. It's just like going to court. Court listens to you much better when you have an attorney speak for you than if you speak for yourself, regardless if you know what you're talking about or not. So it's always helpful when a HUD-approved housing counselor is representing you, again, free of charge, and telling them what they want to hear on how you're going to get the assistance from an agency to help you through this crisis and after the crisis. So hopefully, if you need any assistance, please give me a call.
I have another question. I got a lot of people calling me. I really, really do.
Sure.
And I'm helping as best I can. And without having to call to disturb you, because I know you're busy, then a one-legged man in a three-legged race, and you're trying to hold on to the lead. So I had a gentleman who called me. Now this second musician I had to call me. He's a musician, and he gets booked to do shows, performances, and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I told him to file for his unemployment.
Yes, he can file for unemployment. Depending on the state, every state is different. I don't know what state he called you from.
He's here in Maryland.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
He's here in Maryland.
Maryland. He would have to contact Maryland and see if the unemployment regulations will cover his type of situation. Each state is different. Like California would have unemployment for people like that because that's an entertainment type, and it's not only the state but even the county. So it can go all the way down. The state may not go. The county may cover it. So he would need to contact the Maryland unemployment office and see if as a 1099. I don't know how he tracks his income, but they would have to be the one to tell him if they cover that type of employment, since he's self-employed.
Yeah. Then what I told him go on the site, and I think Maryland's site is Beacon, BEACON, and you go.
Beacon, that is correct.
Yeah, and I told him go on the site and fill out the paperwork and see what happens, because they can't do one or two things. You ain't getting the money nowhere. If they tell you yeah, then you get your unemployment. But they aren't telling a whole lot of people knowing that.
No, I don't understand either. They should go ahead and always apply if they don't want to call first.
Yeah.
They can call first. If they don't want to do that, the best way to do it is go ahead and submit your paperwork. If you submit your paperwork and it's denied, they will give you a reason why it's been denied.
Well, I had a gentleman call me from D.C. He's sending in his paperwork every week, and he hasn't gotten paid yet. He says every week he gets a thing in the mail that he has to fill out, send back in. And he hasn't gotten his money yet from D.C. And I'm thinking, well, he said, man, it's been 8 weeks. He said, I need money so bad right now. He had to go get in line to get some food. He says, they give my unemployment, I don't have to do that.
I would have to research what the D.C. does. he should have a number that he can call to ask him what the issue is.
That's
As he
just,
tried to call him.
that's just what I told him. I says, and then he sent me a copy of the thing that he gets, and you know the questionnaire
Right.
he has to fill out. I told him there's a number on it. Call the number. He said, man, you might as well start. You might as well try calling the president because they don't answer, and it's so busy that you can't even get in. So I told him, you don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Right.
Because at one time you doubt it might ring. It might ring through.
It's difficult for us to answer those type of questions when it's that detailed and that specific on a particular situation because we're not working in that area.
Yeah,
We're not working in the unemployment area. So the best thing we could tell him is to call. I would have to research to see what the issues are. I'm sure he's not the only one. So let me research it and I'll get back to you.
Okay. I gave him your number to call you also.
Okay. I haven't heard from him.
And I also told him to go to Minnesota Avenue where the unemployment office is. Go down there and talk to somebody.
But, no, it's COVID. They say not taking any walking school art. DC is still shut down. They haven't reopened.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because the thing said to go to Minnesota Avenue. That's the reason I was telling them to go down there.
Well, they haven't changed that statement on there, but no, they're not taking any walking.
Okay. Now, y'all hear what we're talking about, and she's telling you about if you can't afford to pay your mortgage, that they will give you a deferment for maybe 60 days, 90 days, and put it at the end of your mortgage. So otherwise, they put the 3 months on the back of your mortgage, where that you start paying within in 90 days, just that one payment for that month, and the other 3 go to the back of the mortgage. Now, y'all, I'm getting calls on that, but see, I know the answers to all that already, so I don't have to call Belinda to get the answer. I know what to tell them to do.
I just want to make sure people understand that's only one of the payment options. FHFA, the conventional mortgage, that's Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. If you have one or either those mortgages, they have different levels of repayment. It is going to depend on your situation. Everybody won't get a deferral payment where all of their past payments that they was unable to pay, whether it was 3, 6, 9, or 12 months, will go at the end. It's depending on your current financial situation.
Yes.
And it will be determined whether or not you put it at the very end, whether you are able to pay a current mortgage plus a portion of the money that you weren't able to pay. There's different programs and options of repayment that are available. That's just one of them. So the bottom line, the worse off that you are, then you'll probably get the deferral. If you've read anything, you've noticed that some people have gotten forbearance agreements that were able to make their monthly payments. And they just requested a forbearance agreement just because they could, and they were approved, but they were not suffering from any loss of income. That was one of the issues with the forbearance agreement. So some of the people who didn't really need it got it, and so they will have a different repayment option at the end of their forbearance agreement.
And something I want to let everyone know too, there is still stimulus money out there, y'all. There are still millions of dollars of stimulus money out there. So for those of you out there who have a business or had a business, still apply for the stimulus packages. They are still available. Talk to them, Belinda.
Right. As I said last week, ourfairshare.com. That's all one word. Ourfairshare.com is a portal for businesses, primarily for entrepreneurs of color who've had difficulty in finding a lender who would accept their application for consideration. OurFairShare.com is giving you an opportunity to make your application for the Paycheck Protection Program, and that group will find you a lender to go over your application, in the hopes that you will get approved. Most people of color, the applications were not even being looked at or accepted by lenders. You probably some people went to maybe one or two or three lenders, because one lender said we're only dealing with our own clients. Another lender said, well, we've run out of money. So to shop around for an SBA lender, remember, you have to go through an SBA lender, or you could use one of the alternative sites. But OurFairShare.com was keeping you from doing the hardest part. After you fill out the application, then you had to do all the searching to find a lender. They will find you a lender who will accept your application for review, and hopefully you will then be approved. The other one was was it Irvin Johnson?
Yeah, it was Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. He also have an opportunity for you to submit your application on his website. If any of that information you missed last week and you would like to have it, just text me at 240-460-5312, and I will send you the links. Again, my number is 240-460-5312. And between Magic Johnson and Our Fair Share, those are two portals that you can submit your application with. The other one is OperationHope.com. What that organization does, it not only assists you in filling out your application. Most people having difficulty in filling out the PPP application, but if you're having issues with credit, if you're having issues with your mortgage, or any of the other things that may make a difference in you getting assistance, they will give you a full service assistance. As you all know, that with the PPP, a credit score is important. They may be able to figure out what's going on with your credit. If you need outside of funding, if you just need an accountant, if you have a legal question about your business, any of those things that you need, they're there to give you a full service, and that's Operation, one word, OperationHope.com.
We're going to take a little pause here for a moment, y'all. Let me let y'all know about my sponsors. I want to tell you about, and you know what, I talked with Miss Lee yesterday, and she was telling me that Mr. Douglas, I think it was Douglas or Hamilton or something like that, called her, who's one of the listeners on the show, and he was so shocked and surprised at the things he needed to do. And when he looked it up, he says it was like reading Japanese, it's like doing Japanese arithmetic. So she explained to him, because her and I talked, and she was telling me how he was so pleased and happy after he spoke with her at P&L Acquisition Services, which helps him get his paperwork done and get business legal so he can bid for these contracts, these government contracts or the personal and professional contracts, whether it's federal government or just state government, and how to get his Dun & Bradstreet, and she's going to do all that. She said by the time they get off the line, he called her back within 45 minutes and hired her. So those of you who are interested in becoming verified to do business with government agencies or private sector, You must have certain procedures in place when bidding for contracts. I keep telling you, there are billions of dollars out there available for you in all these cities. You just have to be business legal to bid for them. They're looking for you. I don't care what your business. If your business is a street sweeper, if your business is a roofer, if your business is a plumber, if you are a chef, it's not going to matter. They're looking for you. And you can bid for these contracts anywhere from $1 up to millions. You just have to have your paperwork ready and right and be business legal. So call Miss Priscilla Lee at P&L Acquisitions at 301-541-0272. That's 301-541-0272. Or you can email her at placqservices@gmail.com. That's placqservices@gmail.com. Now, for those of you, like I said, the money's out there, the stimulus that you can use to help you get some of the money you need to get your business up and running, get it going, to have that little coffers to back you up. See, that's on you. We can tell it to you, but you got to do the work. Now, I can't remember the guy's name. She said hi. He called her about 45 minutes later after a conversation and sent her money through, what's that thing? That Cash App. Sent her the money through Cash App. And he's so excited because he realized he ain't got to try to do it. He said him and his wife could not figure out a lot of the questions they were asking. And she explained it to him. And he says he understands it more because he has somebody professional to talk to. Now, it's not an overnight process. And that's what shocked him. He thought he could go in there and bam, 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 and be able to put in for a contract. No, it ain't that simple. You're dealing with the government, y'all. You're dealing with the private industry, and each state has certain laws. And here's the thing about it. They have to hire 40% of their contracts must be with small businesses or people of color. And if you're a small business or you're a person of color, bam, there it is. And let me tell you about this other brother who everybody needs to call. Andrew Walker at 301-586-2177. What he does, he helps you lower your bills that you pay every month. He tells you that $60 million a year is what's overpaid for utilities every year. TV, electric, internet, mobile, satellite, electricity, security, and etc. You never have to overpay again when you call Andrew Walker at 301-586-2177. It's through Vive, which is a technology company, and their technical team of negotiators ensure you're not going to be overcharged. They reduce your bills so you can sit back and enjoy the savings. And they tell you, if they don't save you no money, you don't owe them a penny. This just serves that every household can use to save money, especially now as tight as money is. It's not going to cost you nothing to find out how much you can save on your electric and your cable and your TV and your mobile, all of that. It's just a phone call, y'all. 301-586-2177. That's Andrew Walker. Like they say, never overpay again. Unless you want to still remain one of those people that's contribute that $60 billion that people overpay a year. All right, y'all. Lines are open. Somebody talk to us. *6. You have Miss Fadlelmola on, Belinda, and then you have me in case something that you want to know about business and what it's going to take for you to be business legal, and etc. and etc. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
This is Priscilla Lee.
Yes, Miss Lee.
As always, thank you Thank you very much for acknowledging P&L acquisition. And I would like to tell your listeners to just give me a chance. Let me help you. Let me work with you. It's
Help
not hard.
Help them put in the bid for those $1 million contracts.
Well, it's really not just that easy because it is a process. It is definitely a process. You have to look at getting your business plan. You would have to look at gathering all of your certification numbers, like a NAICS code, product service code, etc. So just talk to me. Just talk to me. That's all. It's not going to cost you anything that much to just brainstorm for 5 minutes.
Look how excited that gentleman got to talk to you about yesterday, and 45 minutes after you hung up talking with him, he called you and sent you money to start working on his paperwork to get him business legal. Because he's going to qualify. He is definitely, from what you told me, going to qualify for these government contracts or this private industry contracts, to all this money that's out there. So that's a move. You know, can't nobody make you do what you need to do but you. You are where you are behind your choices. So you have to do the correct choices. If you're waiting for everything to be free, you'll forever be struggling. And I keep emphasizing that if you want everything free, you will constantly continue to struggle. And it ain't worth it.
No, it's not.
And Ms. Lee, I know that you also told me that you were quite busy and you didn't have room enough for maybe one, maybe two more clients right now until you can catch up on some of the things other people who've already called you that tune in. So thank you, dear. So I'm telling y'all, be one of the one or two that she can take right now, because right now they're opening up and they're looking for people like you. So now in 6 months, when they really open up, you got to be ready. The money's there. They're waiting. They're looking for you. They must hire you. They must give you contracts. Because you're a small business and you are a person of color. All you got to do is be business legal. And that's where her and I come in. She handles the paper part, and I do the work to tell you and to help you with everything else that you need on a mental basis to be ready to win and do what you need to do. Because I give you a process on that road to success. So, Ms. Lee, I want to thank you for being one of my main sponsors, and you've been that way for quite a while. And I can't thank you enough. I really, really can't. I know you're doing exceptionally well right now because you got so many people out there that are trying to get, that's going to get these contracts because we're making them business legal. I'm spending so much time on the phone talking to people and coaching right now. That's all I do is just talk, and coach. Give them assignment. As long as they're doing assignments, we'll be all right. That's what I always tell you.
As a result of my assignment and you coaching me, it's where I am right now. And I truly thank Millionaire Mastermind Institute for that start.
Well, dear, I told you that they out there looking for you. They need you. They need, and look at you. You ain't got no headaches no more going to work for the government. You ain't got no balls breathing down your neck no more because you are the BOSS. And you can work at a calmer pace. You can work at a more steady pace because you ain't got nobody there. I mean, entrepreneurship is, y'all, it's not easy. It's a special breed because it's something that she had to learn how to be, because she's been working for the government 42 years. She had to learn how to be an entrepreneur. It ain't just as simple as starting a business, being an entrepreneur. Because when you first start out, you ain't an entrepreneur. You're a solopreneur. Until you learn the system, learn the process of business and success. So it is a process, y'all. I'm an expert at that. Is my expertise. So you have no reason to struggle. Why are you going to struggle when I'm around? Lines are open, y'all. Somebody talk to me. Any questions or anything you want to know about the stimulus while you got Ms. Fadlelmola on? Or anything you want to know about business while you have me on?
While we're waiting for come in, I want to tell you what I posted. For those people who were employed in the food and beverage industry, I just sent you a website called southernsmoke.org. They're providing funding for those who are in serious financial difficulties. Again, this is for employees who were employed under the food and beverage industry. I've also submitted on his Facebook page, since you guys were talking about contracting opportunities. I just sent a website that has over 390 state, county, and city contracting offices, and that's throughout the entire United States. So whether you're in Alabama or you in Utah, Colorado, or in North Dakota, doesn't matter. Whoever listening, your state is listed there, and the counties and the cities will provide you the contracting offices, which in turn will get you to their contracting opportunities page so you can see what's out there. Now remember, nonprofits can also bid on contracts, okay?
All right. Now, see, there it is. She's giving it to you.
I have a question.
Yes. Yes, go ahead. Question?
Hi. My question is that California, this is Maggie, California received a disaster package that was sent to nonprofit agencies to help people, whatever their rent or food or whatever their situation is. My question to you is, who has approval on that? We're submitting the applications to the nonprofit agency. Are those approved by the agency, or do they go a higher level for the disaster package? That's my question. Who has final approval on that?
I would have to see what you received before I could intelligently answer that question, because each state would have authority on who would make the final decision. I would have to see what you received. So if you text me at 240-460-5312 and just give me the title of the program, I can probably research it, and then I can find out for you.
Yeah, because sometimes things get caught up in red tape, or they say you don't have this or that, but I'm just wondering who, that would be my question. I'll go ahead and forward that information to you. I'm just curious who has are they taking the applications and sending them higher, or they're approving them in their office? You know, that's my question for the disaster package.
Right, I understand your question. Like I said, unless I saw it, I can't say that. I can't answer it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Lines are open. Somebody talk to me.
While I'm waiting on the next question, everybody, we know that what's coming is reopening. That's just where we are. And so I'm sending this website that helps you to walk through. It gives you a checklist to see how viable your business is now that each state is reopening. Now, it says Virginia is the Small Business Development Center. Do not be concerned that it's coming out of the state of Virginia. It would be the same process whether you were in Maine or you were in Texas or anywhere else. They give you some very viable information to make sure that you are ready when everything truly opens up. It's going to be stages, but I know for Maryland, businesses are opening up June 1st. So, you know, this is going to be a process depending on what type of product or services that you have, how financially sustainable you were during the COVID, if you were able to get any funding. But this is a checklist that I recommend that you review, and hopefully it will give you some ideas on what you may be missing to make sure that you're ready to reopen under the new normal. I just posted it. money is not the only money that's out there. I recommend that you look at all other types of funding that are available. I'm getting ready to post a couple of them. One is for the Virginia people. If you have a business in Virginia, they have a fund. If you're interested, you can just go on that website, read on, see how that you can apply. It's called the VA, stands for Virginia 30-day fund, so it's available. I'm going to put that on Williams thing now.
We have about.
I gave you guys a lot of websites last week. If anybody missed those, because like I said, there's a lot of money out there that's outside of the federal government, outside of the Treasury, outside of SBA, a lot of private foundations, and states like California. Everybody's got their own program. I recommend that you look at what's in your county, and you look at your state as well. There's money still available outside of the federal government funding.
Lines are open, y'all. We have about 3 minutes. Lines are open. Somebody talk to us. If you don't have a question, just post it in the feed. Hello, Donya Zimmer there, Linda Nance, Hazel Hawkins, Wanda Johnson. I can't scroll, y'all. It's not showing me no more than 4 or 5 names at a time. And last week, y'all, we had over 200 listeners, and I had so many people to see the site, to view the site and the show. Y'all, we're really growing, y'all, and I'm thanking y'all for it because of the information that we're giving you, and you find it very valuable, and you're passing us on. You got 2 minutes, y'all. Lines are open. Somebody talk to us. *6. *6.
While we're waiting on some questions, I'm just going to post some additional information, some more funding that is out there. I hope you take advantage of it. You never know what's available to you. Just check it out. Go to the website. This entrepreneurial dream project is worth a $100,000 grant.
Wow.
And they're looking for 40 businesses out there. All thing you have to do, and I think this one is simple. I think this is just a one-page, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember. Some of these, the beauty of most of these other funding sources, they're not like the federal government that asks you to get you 10 or 12 pages and do a lot of calculations and all that. They simply want to know who you are, what your business was doing, and how COVID-19 has impacted your business. They just simply want that type of information. And so it's about the numbers. If the first 40, if they do right, they get the money. So it's not like they're going through a whole big thing. And these are grants, so you don't have to pay it back. You just have to show who you are and what you're going to use the money for. It's not real deep and complex like the PPP is. So I just said, I would just look at all of them. You may find a jewel in there that fits you like a glove and can get you some money, whether it's $5,000 or $10,000 or $100,000. But it's money that you can get, and you don't have to pay it back, and you don't have to do a lot of proposal writing or filling out a 4, 5, 6 page application. Like I said, one of these I saw was just 1 page, and it said submit. It just wanted to know what does your business do, and how did COVID-19 impact you? So that means that you lost employees or, whatever the case, you can't pay the rent on your building. And they don't have a lot of restrictions on how the money is to be used. Not like PPP. Only 25% of the money that they gave you could be spent on your actually rent of the building that you were in. And the rest of it had to go on the employees. A lot of the businesses who got the PPP, they were really concerned because they're not able to pay the rent on where their business are located. They're having difficulties with that. But this other funding is not as restrictive. It's giving you a lot of leeway on how to use it. So I just recommend that you check these out and see if any of them fit you and you believe that you're qualified for.
Ms. Fadlelmola, I want to thank you for this evening's information. And I love you, dear, and ain't nothing you can do about it. My audience loves you because you're getting a lot of calls. I'm getting a lot of calls with a lot of questions. And I definitely want to thank you. I can't do nothing but thank you for the information that you're giving out to the country. You take your time on Thursday evenings to feed us all this vital information about money, how to get it, and where to get it. Because you don't hear this nowhere on TV. I don't hear none of this nowhere on the news. Nowhere on the news. Nowhere on none of the channels, none of the programs. You get it here at the Road to Success. So, Belinda, I want to thank you, dear. You have any?
Welcome as always.
All right, thank you. Y'all, let me tell you about what the Millionaire Mastermind, you saying what the Road to Success show. We're doing a fundraiser. And we're trying to get funds and get sponsors. Because you can have a commercial on the show. Just like Miss Lee and Drew Walker. So you can have a commercial on, and it's national, so it ain't no local thing. I'm asking you to give a donation or be a sponsor, so we can keep the show on. You can donate 20, 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000, whatever you want. Any amount helps. You can use Cash App at $W Murray. You can use PayPal at, let me get the right thing now. I want to tell y'all something that's not right. I don't have my papers in the right order. You can do PayPal at PayPal.me, M Institute. We also have a GoFundMe page. GoFundMe.com/F/W Murray 1. That's GoFundMe.com/F/W Murray 1. If you want to use your charge card, call the Institute at 240-619-2019. That's 240-619-2019. And we'll use the Square program. And it gives you a receipt instantly, so you know that the money was received. Now, if you want to write a check or a money order, you can send it to P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland, 20753. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland. And I do want to give a massive, tremendous thank you to those who thus far has donated. This is a rough road we're going right now because of the virus. And I'm still looking for interns. I think I found someone yesterday when I was out on the tennis court. I met a young lady. So she's got an interview coming. I'm gonna interview her. Anyway, soon Monday, I think we gonna get together. And I want y'all to share this out. This program, y'all share it out. Share it out. Because when you share it, you're giving people that are your Facebook friends information to help build and grow them. Like and subscribe the page. Go to my YouTube channel at MRWMURRY. That's Mr. W. Murray. Mr. W. Murray on YouTube. And subscribe, y'all. Like it, so every time I go and do something, and you can like my page, and you can go up to the top or your page where it says up there, what is it? Where you can like my page, you can subscribe to my page, so every time I go on you get a notice. You get notified. And you know what I always tell you, and you know I mean it, and because I show you that I love you. That's nothing new.
William, before you give your sign off, can I say one thing? I apologize for interrupting.
Yes.
If anybody's having any concerns about their rent, if you have any rent payments to a landlord, if you're having any troubles with your landlord, no matter what state you're in, please give me a call at 240-460-5312 so you know what your rights are. Unfortunately, if you've been reading, some landlords have not adhered to the request for non-eviction during COVID, but you need to know what your rights are, and I'll do whatever I can to assist you in providing you that information if you should need it, or if you have other family members or friends are having issues with their landlord. Again, I'm available at 240-460-5312.
And y'all, I can't get my computer to do what I wanted to do, so I won't be able to play my music to sign off this evening. But something I want to tell you, two things. Y'all stay home. Stay home. Stay home. Friday passed in Brazil, they had 20,000 new cases. In one day they had 20,000. They had opened up. So now they got 20,000 new cases. That's what's going to happen. That's the reason I keep telling y'all, there's going to be an epidemic, this pandemic, because they opened up the beaches, the stores, and your clubs, and all this other stuff. And the airlines have got lax, because now they're allowing you to take hand sanitizer on the planes. But it can't be nothing over 10 or 12 ounces. But you can now take sanitizer on the planes. But I'm telling y'all, stay home. Stay home. This thing is getting ready to bust wide open. Stay home. Anytime they got 20,000 new cases in Brazil, what you think's going to happen here in the United States? And like I keep telling y'all, if you keep pushing me, I'll pull you. If you keep pulling me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling y'all. We will get y'all together. I love you. And ain't nothing, I mean nothing you can do about it. Until next time, I'm telling you all, God bless. And keep working on your road to success. And definitely stay home. Until next time, y'all, God bless.